Keep in mind too, when you're out here fighting these large fish, you're going to be going back and forth across the back of the boat. The key here is stay on top of your fish, because these large redfish, when they choose to go off in one direction, hey, they're going to go that way and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So remember, if you're the angler, stay on top of your fish, move wherever the fish moves, and then once you get him up to the boat, get a good clean shot at him. Make sure you got a net plenty big enough to net him in, because I tell you what, when you get one of these in the net, you got a net full. He's not going to give me a shot there. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on here, son. Wow. Keep the line tight for me right there, Barry, so that lead don't go through the webbing. Oh, yes. Barry, that is nice. That is a good fish.
Nice one.
And look at that circle hook. This is what we was looking for right here. Y'all, we keep on speaking about circle hooks. This fish right here, well, let's just say he's a fairly large size fish, and we want to let this fish go in a healthy enough condition. And if we use a hook that'll do just what this hook right here is doing and get him in the corner of the jaw, then chances are he's going to release in the best possible condition that we can. So we're going to take this circle hook out of his jaw, let this fish back in the water, and see if we can get another one. But remember, catching bull red drums, #1 hook of choice, circle hook. Must add 11 malt. Okay, here y'all, we're looking at a fish that, well, he's around 40 inches long. Man, I tell you what, Barry, this is a nice fish. 40 inches long. The fish is probably in the mid-20s, good mid-20s, probably even pretty close to 30 pounds. This is a good specimen right here to take. Look here, this is a world-class redfish, and it don't matter where you go. And this fish right here was caught off St. Simon's Island right here in Georgia. That's what it's all about right there. Way to go, Barry. Congratulations, buddy.
That was fun.
You got him, Al?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, just stay in front of him. Go, Al. Can I give you a hand here and back off that clicker? There we go.
There he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's there.
There we go. Now, that's what we're talking about.
Where are you?
Oh, it's going to be a minute before he gets up there where you can do anything with him. Oh, that's a nice fish right there, Al. Y'all, the time of the year we're in right now, we're in October. October is a peak month for fishing down here on the Georgia coast around the St. Simon's Island area for bull reds. These fish will start showing up in August along with the tarpon, but as the summer goes on and it starts turning to fall, these redfish start moving in. September's a good month, October the best, and the first part of November. So if you decide you want to come to Georgia and fish for these large Georgia bull redfish out here on the sandbars on the flats, remember, peak time, October, beginning of the season starts in around August. Catch you a tarpon at the same time, and then later in the season, nothing but reds.
Come on, Ryan.
Bring him on in here, Al. Talk to him.
Come on.
Come on in here, redfish. Now I gotta have him on top of the water a little more. Good Lord have mercy. There we go. Now, there it is. Pretty work, Al.
Nice.
Pretty work. Look at here, guys. Another nice redfish. Man. Get this out of my hands.
Got him by the lip.
That's right. There's that circle hook for you right there, Al. Man, you done a great job. Go ahead and take that out for me right there. You see how easy that circle hook came undone? The fish is hooked here in the mouth. We didn't hook him down deep.
Right in the corner of the mouth.
That was just right, Al. I tell you what.
Good fish.
This is okay, isn't it?
That's great.
I tell y'all what. you know, consider coming down here to Georgia getting you some, and hopefully, you know, we'll get more of these. This fish right here probably weighs, I'd say, well, what do you think? Probably around 25 pounds or so?
25, yeah. He's
yeah,
nice.
so we've got a real nice fish right here.
Good fight, a lot of fun to catch.
That's right. Well,
that's what it's about.
Hey, let's do it again.
All right.
All right. There we go. Oh, yeah, here we are. Nice fish.
All right.
Wow, Barry. Another one. Another nice fish. Again, you know, this fish is probably gonna be around the 20-pound range. You know, I tell you what, Barry, it's been steady. The action's still on. Tell you what we're gonna do. You know, you're looking at a fish probably right around 30, 39, 38 inches long. Man, I'll tell you what, we're gonna get him off, put him back in, try it all over again. Be careful anytime you're unhooking a redfish. Man, I tell you what, these fish grub the bottom. See how their mouth is kind of located right underneath their nose? There's big teeth all right through here. Be careful. Always use pliers when you're moving the hook from these big old redfish. I tell you what, it'll save a lot of cuts on you. Man, let's put him back in. Well, now everybody, y'all are seeing us catch these large redfish, and I know probably many of y'all are wondering, why in the world are we throwing these big old redfish back? I know a lot of people that like the saltwater fish, they think of redfish, and man, the first thing they want to do is get the grease hot. But you know what? With these big old bull reds out here, Georgia does have a slot limit on them, and our slot limit's going to be 14 to 23 inches long. All the fish we're going to catch today is going to be over the slot limit, and you know, you're looking at fish that's going to be anywhere from about 34 inches to about 50 inches long. A lot of these fish are going to average between, I say, the low 20s all the way up to around 40 pounds or so. So they're really going to be a little bit outside the slot. Although we can eat them, man, they're still great fun to catch. You know, I've fished people for many, many years, and people from all over the world. And the redfish that we're catching here today on this show, y'all, are world-class redfish. You know, a lot of people never get the opportunity to go out there and catch fish of this nature. So if you haven't ever caught a large bull red drum, as long as we remain and keep this fishery in good health, and that means release all these large spawning redfish, the Georgia fishery will always be in good shape. Redfish will kind of take on the color of the surrounding water. And here's a good example. You're going to see that these redfish right here are contrasting in color. One of these fish right here came out of more of a brackish water condition that's in the river, and the other fish came out of the ocean. You notice the real copper color on these fish? It's kind of taking on that tannic acid look of that dark water coming out of the swamps. You know, redfish are pretty hardy. They can live in some pretty freshwater environments. But these saltwater fish take on more of a, I guess, more of a browner color and a lighter copper color, whereas you get into the deep dark coppers when you look at these fish that move in and out of these river areas in these tannic acid situations. So when you see redfish, although they may be of different colors, they're the same kind of fish. It's kind of like a chameleon effect. Fish take on what the surrounding water may look like, but you know what? It really spreads to all fish, fresh and saltwater. If you're catching fish out of a black water lake, you're going to have black bass. And if you catch fish more out of a green water lake, they're going to be more greenback. And we see that as well with the tarpon. The tarpon's a good example of this, just like the redfish. The fish we catch in the river have brownbacks. The fish we catch out here in the ocean, they have greenbacks. So remember, different colors means the fish are just in a different kind of water.